Hi, I'm Candace Suarez with OptimumEd. I want to talk today about our career and academic assessment. Our career and academic assessment measures three key areas. The purpose of that is that they all will come together to produce a profile as the very first step for our students to get to know who they are, what they're good at, and what they love. Because choosing a potential career path is really the first step in making plans for after high school graduation. So the first part of our assessment process is thinking style, otherwise known as cognitive ability. So this is basically how well someone will process new information specifically related to a career. So it will give you 5 different measures. It will give you an overall learning index, verbal skill, verbal reasoning, numerical skill, and numerical reasoning to give you an overall learning index. Verbal skill is basic vocabulary. So this is where it tests your knowledge of words and how they're used in communication. Verbal reasoning, on the other hand, is how you process language. So this is really looking at how you can assimilate new communication in your reading, writing, and verbal communication on a job setting. Numerical skill is basic calculations. So that is how you process numbers, addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, specifically geared to the job site and how you would assimilate to a new situation as far as numerical ability. The fourth and final key area is numerical reasoning. This is word problems, right? This is how you solve numerical problems in that logic sort of manner. So taking those 4 key pieces, verbal skill, verbal reasoning, numeric skill, and numeric reasoning, put together a profile and gives you an overall learning index by averaging those 4 together. The information is presented on a scale of 1 to 10. Obviously, a 10, the higher your score, the stronger it is, but it is basically presented as statistical information. So I want you to picture the bell curve over top of that 1 to 10 scale, with the biggest part of that bell being in the center, right? So 4, 5, and 6 is the way the majority of the population will perform. So a 5 in numerical ability, for example, does not mean you got 50% and failed. That just means that you're average and like the majority of the population. Now, if you do have, for example, a 9 in numerical calculations, like the numerical skill, it will probably produce careers that require that high level of math acumen. So these really do go into play on what careers are going to be recommended for you. So with back to the bell curve, if you're familiar with how statistical information is presented, most of the population is just within 2 standard deviations of the mean. So the majority of that population is going to be 4, 5, 6, 7, and the further out you go to the end, it's just going to mean that you're way more unique, that you are an outlier, so to speak. So a very high score or a very low score might produce less careers for you because you might not be like the rest of the population. So thank you for tuning in today and listening to the first part of the career and academic assessment that OptimumEd offers, and that is the Learning Index teaching style portion. Thank you for joining us today. Again, this is Candace Suarez with OptimumEd. Have an awesome day.